Alright, so we're going to be pulling some cards today for some eBay orders. I already got a couple of them in there. I'm just placing them here as I pull them. Gonna go or walk through my setup that I have here as we're pulling orders, but quick rundown is I got a couple 5-row boxes and I'm using the chaos sort method. So I have here individual batches numbered 1 through, what do I have here, 38. And I have a few things that I've switched up kind of as I've gone. You'll notice here a little bit later that on box number 2 I have a combination of numbers and letters that I use to name the batches. Well, as in box number 1 I just have numbers. And I've also done some different methods for listing the cards, and some of them I'll put sleeves and write out the number of the sleeve so I can immediately reference the SKU and go directly to what number the card is in the batch. But probably better if I show you. So let's start running through some orders here. So we need a Daisy's Help, and it's going to be in box 1, batch 36, and it's card number 52. So we have box 1, batch number 36, and here in these few batches I tried something new. I put a little divider here with the number 30 just to say that before this number we have cards 1 through 29, and then after this we have 30 through however many there are. So I know that card that I'm looking for is number 52, and it is also a trainer card. So I do try to put the cards here in order by type of card they are, and trainers are usually in the back. So I know that if I just start flipping through the back here, we'll find the Daisy's Help. And there it is. We'll drop it in there, go right back to batch 36, and drop that off there. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of how this will go. Next card we're looking for is a Dialga Full Art V. It's in box 1, batch 36, and it's number 33. So back to batch 36. We are looking for card number 33. And there we go. This is going to be under the middle cards, Gym Form Dialga. So we'll drop that in the box, put the batch back, and it'll be on to the next one. I think for the rest of this I'll just kind of fast forward through some of this as I pick through the orders. So sit back and enjoy as we pull these orders out. Okay, so now that we have the orders pulled, we'll go through the individual orders and packing up, making sure that all the cards are there. And I'll go ahead and show y'all how I pack them, or how I get them ready for the envelopes as well. So I have the, can't show you on my screen so I won't dox any of the customers, but I have the list pulled up on my computer from eBay, and we'll begin putting them in. Shipping materials for me is primarily just envelopes, some of the card savers, or the rigid sleeves, I think they're called as well, and top loaders as well, and team bags. So all individual 1-card orders I drop into a top loader and a team bag, making sure that they are sealed. And this process goes pretty quick now that I have everything set up and all the cards are pulled. You'll also notice that the orders kind of alternate. So this one is all facing one direction because this is one order. This was a larger order. And then the next order will be facing up. So that kind of lets me know where each order starts and ends. And then I double check on the list that I have online just to make sure that everything is there. And if there's any issues, then I'll go back and pull the card if I accidentally forgot one or pulled the wrong one. But I just do a quick check to make sure all the cards are there. This is a relatively large order. So for these, we got 9 cards here. I like to split these up. These will go in the larger envelopes. So for multi-quantity orders, I like to put them in the rigid savers, and I put them with the card facing inside, or the opening of the sleeve facing inside. I've never had an issue with them, but just in case anything happens where the card moves around, it'll fall inside and not outside. So this is going to be one order together, and I'll just have to remember that. I usually have like a little piece of masking tape that I'll put on there just to stick them together, so that I know when I'm packing that they go together. But for the purpose of the video, we'll leave them there. Some of the cards I pull out come without sleeves, so especially some of these non-hollows. So I'll go ahead and drop sleeves on them. That was going to be a perfect fit. And this is really just an assortment of sleeves that I've gathered up. But this one, as you can see, is also a bit of a larger order. But we'll go ahead and drop all of these in here. This guy got this person got a lot of older cards. Pretty cool. You don't see that too often. All right, so we got sorry, actually this one was for a separate order. We got the Clefairy, the Remoraid, the Mareep, Vileplume, Caterpie, Linoone, Corsola, and Flaffy. So same thing as the other one, we'll split this up into the 2 card savers and slide them in their opening side down or facing into the rigid sleeve, and then we'll put them in the larger envelope and they'll be good to go. So as far as shipping goes, I rely really just on the offerings that eBay has. So the plain white envelope is the main one that I use, just because a lot of the cards that I sell don't meet the don't meet the over $20 threshold, or I guess they're below the $20 threshold, so I'm able to sell them within that standard envelope program. They looks like because I was pulling the cards for the video, I didn't alternate some of these, but luckily I have the list up on my screen, so I know that these are individual orders. But as I was saying, the majority of the cards that I sell are going to be under $20, so a lot of them qualify for that program. Most of the time I have cards that are single orders, you can see here, but whenever the multi-orders do come in, I do have to use the higher weights. I think the most I'd probably be able to send or would be comfortable sending would be about 9 cards. I think once I get to 10, I would just go ahead and pay for the ground advantage. Plus, if you're getting 10 cards from me, it kind of just makes sense to get the additional protection. And I think it's even quicker as well, and you definitely get more tracking updates. But yeah, for those type of orders, I usually send out in BOA mailers for the ground advantage. For all of these, they just go in the plain white envelope, whether it's this smaller one here or the larger one for the orders with multiple cards. So this next one was a 4-card order. So we have your Articuno, Galarian Articuno, Galarian Obstagoon, Noctowl, and Charizard EX. So it's a multi-quantity, so it goes inside the card saver. But yeah, I think so far so good on the eBay front. Really just trying to focus on listing more and more inventory to be able to get more sales. I think having a wider inventory really helps out when getting, or it really helps you get those sticky tabs. Really helps you get those multi-item sales, which honestly they're really bolster the margin of the cards that you're selling, since you don't have to pay shipping for both of them, and you only get charged the I forget what it's called, like insertion fee, I think. I may be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. But you only get charged that once as well. I believe it's just once per order and not once per item that you sell. I think it's usually about, or I think it is 30 cents for all orders that are $10 or less, and I think it gets bumped up to 40 cents for orders over $10. And I don't know if that goes up if, I don't know, you cross the $100 or $1,000 threshold up. I haven't really gotten orders that large yet. But yeah, these are going to be the orders that I have. I use the shipping labels. I do have one of the label printers that's made things a lot easier. But I will drop these into the envelope, slap some labels on them, and then get them out. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Thanks, guys.